see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Cal's offense takes the field. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Under fire. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold.
That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. So Utah State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they were wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early, to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
All the way back to the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Tight end finds a soft spot. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Vasquez. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant.
Sprinting away. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cal.
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. On the ground, it's Callaway. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Vasquez. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets us. That's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him. And
the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
So as a QB, when I'm running the option play, my job is to basically block somebody. How do I block somebody? I run at that defensive end, and I make him commit to me, and then I pitch the football. That's how I do my job. I get it to the running back, and now it's his job to go make things happen out on the perimeter away from all the bodies.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Back to throw, it's Upshaw. They've got the screen set up.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now up.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. You didn't even give them time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hands it off. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Utah State up-tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Rides the back on the option to give. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Back to throw, it's Upshaw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Complete to start this drive. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Utah State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. On the ground, it's Robinson. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Vasquez. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Throwing on the run. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Golden Bears will send out the punt unit.
Number 18, on to kick it away.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're able to get him on the ground. Utah State up-tempo. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Buying some time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Aggies! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. Big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the foot.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's a big stride inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bear!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Oh, they're after him! Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Upshaw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Snags it quickly on the left. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Touchdown, Cal! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Upshaw. Got it in the middle, it's McAllister. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab, it's Durant. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Stockton. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Upshaw. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Lets it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
They'll go back to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley.
The Golden Bears will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The give on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. Touchdown, Cal! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 21 to TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Red pass, it's complete. That ought to be enough for a Utah State first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Upshaw. Floats it out in space. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The quick out. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
Third down coming.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. Flying down the right side. He's at the touchdown, Golden Bears. And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's Upshaw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it's it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. Give to the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cal! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Durant. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. On target over the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He wants to throw it again. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Gives it on the option. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Right back to it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He'll take it himself. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Golden Bears are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start this drive firing. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosives.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. The 10. Touchdown, Cal. The defense putting points on the board. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the...
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Firing to the right, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
He'll keep it himself. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
At the 13-yard line. 3rd down.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just